What's up, people? We're back.
We're back.
Brian's here. Randy's here.
What's up?
I call him Brandy. So Brandy's here. It was like 5 seconds ago. We're all worried about Civil War, and now looks like we might be fucking dipping into a
what be happening?
No.
real fucking war.
Mm-hmm.
Ukrainian military saying this video shows their drone strike on Russian forces. But tonight, this satellite image taken just today showing one of several convoys of Russian military vehicles. One convoy alone now stretching 17 miles long, growing by the day.
Human Rights Watch accusing the Russians of using cluster bombs on the city. If verified, a deliberate attack on civilian areas would be a war crime. There are fears Putin will intensify his attacks, already raising tensions with the West even higher by putting Russia's nuclear forces on heightened alert.
Mr. President, should Americans be worried about nuclear war?
No.
What do you believe? Do you believe this is what's really going on?
Yeah.
Is it propaganda?
Is it a
Because
wag the
man,
dog?
yeah.
Never did see that movie. There was a
Man.
movie called that, and I
Yeah.
Never did see that thing. I'll have to pull that up and watch
I
that.
haven't seen it either. But what really fucking freaks me out is China.
Yeah.
What an opportunity for them to go after Taiwan right now.
Yeah, there you go.
And what is Biden going to do anything? He ain't going to do dick.
He's not going to do anything.
I mean, I don't know, man. Motherfucker just said direct attacks on Russia's infrastructure. And back in 2015, when that was a kind of rumor, he declared that that would be an act of war.
Yeah.
Do we want to go to war with Russia?
No.
Are we ready for a war?
Honestly, nobody really wants to go full tilt boogie war, nuclear war, because everybody's going to be wiped out.
Yeah, that's
There's
definitely
nobody not going
mutually
to
assured
survive
destruction.
that. Exactly. So nobody wants that. For
It's
real.
mad.
But these leaders like to exercise their power a little bit and show off their, like I said, which one's biggest, Putin really has been pretty quiet. He wasn't really that noisy with Trump and all that. Maybe because Trump...
And that's the big question. Would Russia have pulled this with Trump?
Right. Oh, I
don't
think so.
No.
The border wouldn't have happened with Trump. Afghanistan wouldn't have happened with Trump.
Exactly.
None of this would have happened with Trump.
No, we would be living in an entirely different environment.
But it's funny you bring this up because I tell you what, it's weird how things, things are real. Like we have real crises that come up just at the right time. It's like the pandemic came up just at the right time, and it seems to always help one particular political party. Now all of a sudden we have a war that just came up just the right time to just cast light away from what's going on at home. And what's going on in Canada, and what's going on in Australia, and what's going on in all these places.
Do you think we have any business over there at all?
We really don't have any business. We had no business in Vietnam.
I don't think so either.
We had no business in Afghanistan. Look what that turned out. We had no business anywhere in these places.
And more than that, what it's going to cost this war, which I think we will inevitably be pulled into. I don't give a fuck how it goes down. We will inevitably be pulled into it because we got way too many fucking war hawks in the goddamn, upper echelons of government who are, their dicks are hard right now.
Oh, yeah.
They are. They're fucking stiffies right now, dude. Yeah, they want to blow shit up.
It's funny, it's the same damn people that are behind this stuff all the time. And they blame it on people that's conservative on the right wing. But it's always these freaking liberal communists that are doing the same stupid shit over and over again.
Yeah, well.
Gaslighting people. Blame someone else for what they're doing.
Yeah, and the projection.
It's classic playbook.
This shit's fucked up, man. It's really fucked up. And
people are waking up to it, though.
Yeah, for real. Blame Canada, for real.
What do you mean blame Canada?
It's all Canada's fault. No, we love you, Canada. Sorry.
Yeah. Blame anybody.
You got certain people in the pocket of certain other people.
You can be out there blaming anybody, but it's all of us. Yeah. The war going on, pandemic.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of stuff going on.
A lot of shit going on.
A lot of shit last year and this year, this and that.
And then, you know what?
It's all getting worse.
take that little crack, that little fissure, and then boom, all these people, Soros and Gates and all these same Schwab, all these people, and ram their stuff right through everything, and that's what they're doing.
Yep.
Technology scares me. These fucking wars scare me.
Yeah, me too.
They could kill off a ton of us peasants and not bat an eye.
They're already killing off a ton of us.
No, I mean like in massive ways. I'm talking fucking.
What do you think just happened?
Nuclear fucking strikes, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Nuclear strikes.
I don't think
biological warfare.
These people would give a fuck
call anything. I don't
all
know.
that much. I really don't. I think we are living in a completely different environment now, and it is fucking terrifying.
And what I don't like, we're entering in a bad phase, people.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, this is getting fucked up. This is getting so fucked up. I don't know, man. Every history book I can think of, every prophecy I can come up with, every religion, and I don't know, man, folklore, whatever you want to call it, all kind of point to the same end times kind of deal, and it's really hard not to see that play out right here in front of our eyes.
Traveling away from the prophets that God says shall not profit this people at all, we press on to the true prophecies of God. As Daniel declared, there is a God in heaven who reveals secrets and makes known what shall be in the latter days. Nearly 2,000 years ago, the Apostle John received a vision of the end of the world. Jesus said to him, "Write the things which thou hast seen, and the things which are, and the things which shall be hereafter." He said, "I, Jesus, have sent mine angel to testify to you these things in the churches." And so John begins his book saying, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand."
Certainly the book of Revelation is the premier source of information about the last days.
In the midst of many visions, John witnessed something that has intrigued Bible scholars for centuries. A one-world empire that would come to power in the last days. An empire ultimately ruled by one man. John describes a mysterious figure called the Beast, a man who will be the one-world ruler. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. This beast is supported by a second beast known as the false prophet, who compels all the world to worship the beast. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and enslaved, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell except he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
That passage describes a global government, absolute dictatorship, a global economy. No one can buy or sell unless they have the mark, and a global coercion that is made possible.
Chamberlain's Declaration of Peace is today considered one of the greatest blunders of the 20th century. Can these events have been a foreshadowing of things to come? You be the judge as you consider this speech given by President George Bush Sr. when he spoke of the New World Order before the United States Congress in 1991.
A new world order where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind: peace and security, freedom, and the rule of law.
Some find it interesting that President Bush made this declaration on September the 11th, 1991, exactly 10 years prior to the destructive attack on America. But Bush had spoken of the New World Order a year before. Concerning the crisis in the Persian Gulf, he said, "Out of these troubled times, a new world order can emerge." These words he spoke on September the 11th, 1990, 11 years prior to America's tragedy. Can all these things be merely coincidence? And why would world government and a desire for peace and security bring about destruction? Jesus said, "My peace I give unto you, not as the world gives, give I unto you." Can it be that the world peace pursued by kings and rulers is somehow contrary to the peace of Christ? James Warburg of the Council on Foreign Relations, while speaking to the Senate Foreign Relations Committee on February 17, 1950, said, "We shall have world government whether or not we like it. The question is only whether world government will be achieved by consent or by conquest." An early warning against the tone of this movement was sounded by Congressman Larry P. McDonald, who even named some of those he deemed responsible when he said, "The drive of the Rockefellers and their allies is to create a one-world government, combining super-capitalism and communism under the same tent, all under their control. Do I mean conspiracy? Yes, I do. I am convinced there is such a plot, international in scope, generations old in planning, and incredibly evil in intent." Arthur Schlesinger Jr. in the July-August 1995 issue of Foreign Affairs said, "We are not going to achieve a new world order without paying for it in blood as well as words and money." Decades earlier, famed author H.G. Wells, who wrote such works as The Time Machine and The Invisible Man, was also a member of a controversial group known as the Fabian Socialist Society. While his science fiction books are well known, Wells also wrote a little-known work titled The New World Order, published in 1939. In it he states, "Countless people will hate the New World Order and will die protesting against it." When we attempt to evaluate its promise, we have to bear in mind the distress of a generation or so of malcontents, many of them quite gallant and graceful-looking people. So affected was he by his research on the subject that author Ralph Epperson compared the New World Order to George Orwell's 1984. He said, "It might have been George Orwell in his book 1984 that best summarized what the New World Order had in store for the world when he wrote, 'If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever.'"
We fight for this new world order for the democratic countries.
Check me out. Don't forget to hit that like button.
Hit the button